The Murder Shelf Book Club contains disturbing content related to real-life crimes. Listener discretion is advised. On January 1st, 2008, the Irving Police Department opened a murder investigation after two young girls were found shot to death. Since that night, the members of the Irving Police Department and our partners with the Dallas FBI have tirelessly pursued justice for Amina and Sarah. Even after 12 years of frustration and dead ends, the pursuit for their killer never ceased. Today's arrest of their father, Yaser Said, brings us closer to ensuring justice is served on their behalf. Irving Police Chief Jeff Spivey.
Welcome to the Murder Shelf Book Club.
Welcome back, Murder Bookies. I'm Jill, and I'm going solo today. For those of you who are just tuning in, we're a real-life true crime book club turned podcast. While Tara and I do the heavy lifting, we encourage you to read along with us. We like to summarize each book we pull off our murder shelf. Hey guys, we're currently reading The Lost Girls by Robert Kolker. This is a special mini-cast report for you, stemming from episode 23, A Wilderness of Family Annihilators. In that episode, we told the 2008 story of Amina and Sarah Said, lovely teenage girls from Irving, Texas, who were allegedly shot and killed by their father, Yaser Abdel Said, who then went on the lam for 12 years. There have been some critical developments in the case, so I will briefly review the recent past and then the incredible developments that just happened in real time. On August 28, 2020, the Department of Justice, U.S. Attorney's Office of Northern Texas, Attorney Erin Neely Cox announced that they had captured fugitive Yaser Abdel Said. 63-year-old Said had been a fugitive from justice since New Year's Day in 2008, when he allegedly murdered his 18 and 17-year-old daughters, Amina and Sarah. According to the DOJ, Yaser drove them to the Mandalay Hotel in Irving, Texas, and then shot them to death inside his taxicab, abandoning their bodies inside the car. Subsequently, Yaser was charged with 2 counts of capital murder. In December 2014, Yaser was placed on the FBI's 10 most wanted list, where he remained until his arrest. Islam Said, Yaser's 32-year-old son, and Yasin Said, Yaser's 59-year-old brother, were arrested a week later in Euless, Texas by the FBI's Dallas Violent Crimes Task Force and charged with concealing a person from arrest. According to the criminal complaint against Islam and Yasin, 9 years after the murder, on August 14, 2017, investigators caught a break in their hunt for Yaser Said. A maintenance worker at the Copper Canyon apartment complex in Bedford, Texas, was sent to repair a water leak in the apartment, and the maintenance guy went and knocked on the apartment door. No one answered. So he used a passkey to unlock it, but to his surprise, he found that the interior deadbolt was locked, and that meant that someone had to be home, because deadbolts just don't lock themselves. So he knocked again. He announced himself as a maintenance worker, and a tall, middle-aged, Middle Eastern man opened the door and let him make the repairs. Now, the maintenance worker later reports this interaction to the apartment manager, who is fully aware that Islam is the son of the fugitive Yaser Said. Next, the manager pulls out the FBI wanted poster, and the maintenance guy is like, Yeah, that's the guy I saw. That's Yaser Abdel Said in the apartment. Snap. They immediately called the FBI to report this. That same day, FBI in Dallas dispatched the Violent Crimes Task Force agent to go interview the maintenance worker, who repeats the same story to the agent. About 6 p.m. that evening, the same agent attempts to interview Islam Said, asking him for permission to search the apartment. A very upset Islam refuses to cooperate. He then goes to make a phone call, and he says, "We have a problem." AT&T records indicate that Islam was in touch with his uncle, Yaser Said. So after getting a search warrant, this is like at 1 a.m. in the morning, the FBI Dallas SWAT team arrived at Islam's apartment. They found the front door locked. They forced the door open. No one was inside, but they see that the sliding glass patio door is open. And underneath the patio, they noticed a bush with broken branches, which indicated that someone had jumped off the patio and landed on the bush. So the rats had fled the sinking ship. Next to the flattened bush, they found a pair of eyeglasses, which they collected for evidence. Oh my God, this is like right out of some kind of action movie, but this is real. So the FBI collects several pieces of evidence from inside the apartment: cigarette butts, toothbrush that they found inside a luggage bag that was stuck away in the closet, but most importantly, DNA. So the FBI laboratory in Quantico analyzes the DNA and compares it with that of Sarah and Amina. They determined that it was, quote, a 1 in 5.3 quintillion probability that the DNA found on the cigarette butts, the eyeglasses, the toothbrush came from Amina and Sarah's biological father, Yaser Said. On August 26, 2017, Custom and Border Patrol locate Islam Said 1,000 miles away inside a car that had been randomly selected for secondary screening at the U.S.-Canada border. Hani Medhat, who happened to be driving, told the border agents that he and Islam had decided to take a crazy road trip. But the search of his phone showed that he told his boss that there had been a family emergency. These guys are totally busted, so thank goodness that bad criminals text all the time and they don't watch true crime TV at all. So now fast forward 3 years to August 17th, 2020. FBI agents are now surveilling the Justin, Texas home of Abdel Said, Yaser Said's daughter, and they're watching it 24/7. They see Islam and Yaser drive up to the home, deliver groceries, carry out trash bags, and go back to their car. 2 days later, 11:51 p.m., Yaser and Islam depart the residence. Agents observe what appears to be some shadow person walking across the interior of the residence in front of the windows. Then he does it again, so very suspicious. Who is inside? On August 25th, the agents once again observe Islam and Yaser exit the home with 2 bags of trash. Now the agents follow them to a shopping center in Southlake, Texas. And they watch Islam exit the car, and Yaser pulls around to the side of the shopping center. Once the car had pulled out of the parking lot, the agents begin to dig through the garbage cans inside the shopping center, and they locate the bags the guys had tossed. A little weird disposing of your trash at the mall 19 miles away from your apartment. Totally up to no good. So the FBI sees the bags as potential evidence, and the next day execute another search warrant. And who is hiding in the cousin's house? Yaser Said, who is arrested along with Yaser and Islam. Patricia Owens, the mother of Amina and Sarah, told 11:21 CBS News, quote, now the girls can rest in peace. Yaser was on the run for so long, and it's hard to wrap my brain around it. I'm very happy now. It's the happiest moment. He's caught and justice can be served for Amina and Sarah, end quote. Now, back in January 2021, Islam Said pled guilty to 1 count of conspiracy to conceal a person from arrest, 1 count of concealing a person from arrest, and 1 count of conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding. In plea papers, Islam Said admitted to sheltering his father from arrest in an attempt to subvert the administration of justice. On April 27, 2021, just last week, Acting U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Texas, Prerak Shah, announced that Islam Said had been sentenced to 10 years in prison. Fantastic news for the family of Amina and Sarah. And that's what we wanted to share with you, Murder Bookies. The first wave of justice has come for Sarah and Amina, with more to follow. The aunts and uncles and cousins of Sarah and Amina issued a statement about Islam's complicity. Quote, "We are also sad to know, without a doubt, although not surprised, that Islam was helping his father. We hope that Islam, too, will be punished accordingly for his part in the girl's murder and the hiding of Yaser, along with anyone else who has or will be arrested for aiding and hiding him." End quote. February 4th, 2021, the brother of Yaser Said, Yasin, was found guilty on all accounts, same charges that Islam faced. The jury had deliberated for about 4 hours in his fate. So Yasin Said is going to be sentenced on June 4th, 2021, so that's not too far off. We sincerely hope and pray that Amina and Sarah's mother, Patricia Owens, and the rest of the family will have some peace of mind, knowing that they will all be behind bars. Patricia can feel safe for the first time since the murders with Yasin in custody, because Yaser had threatened her life as well. Yaser has been indicted on capital murder charges, making him eligible for the death penalty. The maternal side of the family had this to say, quote, "After 12 long and grueling years, our family is relieved to finally begin the chapter of justice for Amina and Sarah. A deep appreciation is felt from every member of their maternal family to the Dallas FBI and the Irving PD for their relentless pursuit to bring about this day. The announcement of Yaser's arrest brought tears of elation, shouts of triumph from us last night. Finally, this monster is no longer free to roam the world, while Sarah and Amina's bright and promising lives were torn away from them by him. We look forward to seeing Sarah and Amina's day in court." End quote. That says it all. We will continue to update this quest for justice as the waves continue to flow in, murder bookies. Remember, trust your gut, lock your doors, and watch out for red mountains.
And thank you so much, murder bookies, for listening. Please reach out to us on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, or shoot us an email at jillandtara@murdershelfbookclub.com. Follow us or subscribe to our show on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, Pandora, Podbean, iHeartRadio, just about anywhere where you can find your podcasts. And if you can, leave us a 5-star review. We certainly love to see your feedback. And until next time, murder bookies, happy reading.
Stay safe, stay healthy. Written and produced by Jill, all rights reserved.